Louis Setti again, the Blue Ridge Reporter, with more about evolution and Christianity, and my contention that both are faith-based in their fundamental nature. Evolutionists will throw a lot at you regarding all the things they say that have been found by the folks who have looked at the earth and all that's encased within it through the passage of many, many years, so they say, and therefore scorn the view of six-day biblical creation. But they push back in time in the course of their discussion, deeper back in the far background, a topic really never gotten to, which is this: where did all the matter come from that was alleged to have exploded and blew out across the universe and reformulated itself in such things as the eye within my head, able to visualize and see things, and the words out of my mouth in ears that you possess, recreated by this reassembled matter randomly over time to produce an ear in a brain that can assimilate it all. Where did all that matter come from? My dad used to be in the construction business. We moved great mounds of earth. We put them in dump trucks. We took them away. When I was young, some summer days, my job was to count truckloads. Many, many huge truckloads just to move, really, compared to any significant mountain, a small knoll, so to speak, of earth. Imagine, if you can, and come to think of it, it's really not imaginable, the mass of matter that would have been needed to create all that's in the universe, the stars, the planets, the earth, the galaxies, and so on and so on. Not an imaginable quantity. But evolutionists would have to admit and actually say at some point this matter existed, exploded, reformulated, etc. Where did the matter come from? I've heard them offer two possible solutions. The matter was always just there. In fact, that's the only thing that they can offer, because they cannot explain in scientific terms how matter of any kind could have come from nothing. And in fact, not being a scientist, it seems to me, can science actually explain a total absolute void? Because isn't matter the study of physical things? So, again, evolutionists don't reach that issue. Where did the matter come from? Well, they say it was always just there. But they cannot explain, if it was not just there eternally, then how did it come to be out of, instead, an eternal nothingness, an eternal, otherwise eternal void? Those are not explainable by science. Those are explainable by philosophy, by metaphysics, by a faith in knowing the unknowable through some intuitive process that allows man to reach back into what is beyond science and to come up with an ultimate answer. So evolution is said to rest on science, but it really rests on a faith that somehow this matter was always just there. And this is incidentally a curious point to me, that ascribes to the matter the character of eternality. It was always just there, like what? Like God. You see, they've made their matter a God. It is a faith-based belief. Or then they believe somehow all the matter came from nothing, though science cannot explain this. Just quickly now, from quoting from Webster's Third New International Dictionary, the meaning of metaphysics, as the dictionary quotes philosopher Bertrand Russell: metaphysics, or the attempt to conceive the world as a whole by means of thought, has been developed from the first by the union and conflict of two very different human impulses, the one urging men toward mysticism, the other urging them towards science. You see, evolution, if Bertrand Russell's meaning of metaphysics is to be applied, is exactly that. It is metaphysics. What is mysticism? Mysticism has to do with mystics, people who have this understanding, an intuitive, inexplicable understanding of that which to the rest of humankind is unknown or unknowable, and they have this knowledge of ultimate reality by their special insight and intuition, what also Webster says further down in the meaning of mysticism, vague speculations. My personal contention is this: the proponents of progressive politics, and I've mentioned this before on this channel, are interested in nothing more than the destruction of the biblical Christian faith in the United States of America and the Constitution, and we'll put the constitutional issue aside. Evolution is necessary simply to occupy the discussion field, to force out by its mass and pressure the discussion that a Christian view of the world might bring in. Without something to occupy the field, the humanists would be vacating the field, leaving it open to the Christians to advance their cause. Evolutionists, wake up. You believe in a faith-based philosophy. Christians who believe, as they should, in six-day creation, ride to the sound of the gunfire and join the debate. Thank you. Please come back again.